Welcome to 2027 Rhythmic Symphony Citic Consciousness. Today is July 15th. I'm recording this at 10 p.m. at night on Monday. This weekend we had the Mars-Uranus conjunction and we had an assassination attempt on Trump. And I just want to touch upon this collective energy right now, which feels chaotic, overwhelming, and heavy. And I want to just speak to this energy update and share how important it is to be the still point right now. The gene key that was jumping out at me today was the 50-second gene key. And I remembered, I knew I had just listened to it recently, but I couldn't remember exactly which one it was. So on my walk today, I went back and listened to it, and boom, still point. I remembered right away that this message was super important, and today it feels like it needs to be shared more than ever. So I'm going to do my best to do it justice while speaking to the present moment. And then I'm going to share a guided meditation to help you rise above the collective aura of stress to higher states of consciousness, to that still point, to clarity, and to anchor in the still point. And you can use this anytime you feel stress, heavy, overwhelm, fear, anxiety, especially when it comes to what's playing out on the world stage and what's going on in your communities and of course in your inner world as well. So the 50-second gene key, the shadow, is stress. And it starts out by saying that every single one of us are connected through our aura because there's billions of people on the planet. You're never really too far away from anyone. All of our auras are enmeshed and it creates this sheath, which is like a skin that covers Earth. And ancient civilizations refer to this, the collective aura, as the Maya, right? So because we're all connected in this sheath, it prevents us from seeing true reality, which is higher states of consciousness, oneness, unity, love, eternal bliss. That is the big, infinite, beautiful supernova blast of all of creation, source. You get the point. All of us are connected. Every human on earth is connected through our auras. And so when something shocking and crazy happens, all of us are going to pick up on the stress, anxiety, and worry of the collective, and we're going to feel it on these subtle energetic layers, on these levels. But they could, if you're sensitive to energies, these could really be impacting you. And it's important to identify when you're picking up on this collective energy so that you can send it out of your body, out of your energy field, down to earth, get it out of your vicinity, out of your body, and anchor in the still point. And being the still point sends positive energy to your community and to everyone else in the collective body. So it's so important to rise above the collective sheath. And if you're listening to this and you're spiritually inclined, or if you are into alchemy, I'm sure you rise above the collective sheath multiple times a day. Every time you tune into your devotional practice, or you just find the stillness in each moment in the breath, or you just find that ever present now, you're jumping out of the collective sheath of stress. And many of us stay outside of the collective stress sheath for, hours, it could be days, weeks, could be months, but it's very rare that you permanently stay outside of the collective sheath. Even people that are like Siddhic masters may dip back into the collective sheath. Anyway, the goal is not to permanently escape the collective body because all of us are connected. We are a part of one single breath organism. Every single human is so connected. But if we do want to rise above the collective stress and anchor in the still point, especially during times of high stress or chaos or heaviness or violence or destruction. So I just wanted to speak to this moment in time. If you're feeling this at all, it's not just you. Try to remove yourself from it and acknowledge it and journal and acknowledge that this course of energy is like a lightning bolt ripping through the currents of the collective. So, in order to rise above the collective stress sheath, you have to practice emotional restraint. And this could be really hard to do in the moment. I know I fell victim to this morning. I was feeling really overwhelmed and on edge, and I was feeling the chaos, and I took it out on my husband in a moment of, weakness, and kind of just ruined the whole day. I had to really remove myself and find the still point, and this is when I remembered the 50-second gene key, which, now I'm jumping on here to share. But you want to practice emotional restraint and recognize how you can be of service the best possible way to your community and to the collective, and then you embody that. So for me, it was sharing my experience, sharing my energy update on TikTok, connecting with other people there, speaking to the moment, giving people a mirror reflection of how they're feeling, and letting them know they're not alone and that we can rise above this. It was finding my practice outside, my devotional practice outside in nature, trying to get all of this chaotic energy just ripping through myself and out and sending it down to earth, being the best mother I can be today, and just devoting myself to being the best mother, and then coming back to my husband and apologizing and trying to get us back on, solid ground. So I want to share a practice that you can do to rise above the stress sheath of the collective. So this will be just a few minutes. I want you to make sure you're comfortable and you're not driving or anything. Listen to this when you can just sit down and relax and connect to Mama Gaia. And just start by taking a deep, deep breath all the way up to the top of your crown. And then breathe down your back. Breathe up the front of your body. Hold at the crown and release down your back. Breathe up the front of your body. Hold at the crown and breathe down your back. Now I want you to consciously tune in to the collective aura in this moment whenever you're listening to this episode. And just sense what is going on a global level. How is it feeling in your community, in your family? What's the temperature? What's the vibe? What's going on right now? Try to lean all the way into that. And if you hear my dog snoring in the background, I do apologize. Take a moment and lean into all of the energy that is coursing around you and through you. And start to put a name to it. And now I want you to tune into all of the emotionally charged energy you have surrounding your personal life, your relationships. Is there a conflict right now? Is there something that's tugging on your heartstrings? Is there something that has been recurring, upsetting you, or just a theme that is recurring? Is there something going on at work? Is there something in your family? Whatever it is, bring it to the forefront now. Remove it from the subconscious, the unconscious parts of your body, and start to speak it out loud, give a name to it, and bring it up to the surface, to your consciousness. And state out loud what is tugging on your heartstrings. And as you're speaking these words out loud, I want you to see them coming out of your throat chakra and forming a glowing golden orb. The words are moving, flowing straight into this orb. And the orb is right in front of you, and it's getting bigger and bigger with each word that you speak out loud now. Everything that is weighing heavy on you, tugging on your heartstrings. Speak it into the orb. Watch it leave your body, leave your field, and send it into the orb. And the orb is growing and it's glowing. Now, with your orb in front of you, you're going to command that it be sent out of your energy field and down into Earth, into Mama Gaia. And sidebar, Mama Gaia wants to take your heavy energy. She uses it as fuel. It's like composting. You give her your shit and she turns it into beauty. Okay? Don't feel bad about sending all of your heaviness to Mama Gaia. She wants you to. She told me. Okay. You're going to command that your orb be sent down through the roots of earth, down through the soils, down through the rock, into the heart of Mama Gaia, where she can take it from you and relieve you from your burden, from your sadness, from your suffering, from the heaviness, from the injustices, from the fear, from the anxieties, from the stress. You're going to command that it leaves your body, your aura, your mind, your spirit, your heart right now. And you command that it go down into Mama Gaia, where she will take it from you. And this is all about visualization. Take this moment now to visualize the orb melting into earth and completely leaving your field. As this heavy orb drips into earth, now you feel your own aura expanding and beaming because you just freed up space. What are you going to fill in that space? Quiet the mind, open the heart. Quiet the mind, open the heart. Quiet the mind, open the heart. The heart is a doorway. Open the door. What are you filling your heart with right now? Peace, stillness, remembrance, purpose, devotion, strength, family, community, tribe, love, resilience, power, connection. Connect your heart to every single person enmeshed in your collective auric field, in the sheath. Send love through the collective body now. Everything is always working out. Earth is on her highest timeline. We need to bring in patience and trust and surrender when things aren't unfolding how we thought they would. Stop thinking, stop planning, stop worrying. We don't know how the future is going to unfold. We just have to trust. And we do what we can control, which is our reactions, our emotional restraint, finding the still point, being the still point, leaning into our gifts, sharing our voice, being fearless, having extreme trust, extreme faith, being of service. And remembering that the best way to deal with your own heavy emotions is to focus on helping someone else get through theirs. Sending so much love to you. Much love. Everything is going to be beautifully fine and okay. Everything's always working out. And keep doing exactly what you're doing. Have an open heart, live in devotion, do your practices, and just spread love all over the world. Much love.